Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simple English Talks. We're so happy you're here with us today. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world.
Hey everyone, it feels great to be back again. I was just telling Speaker One that I almost forgot to drink my coffee this morning because I was thinking so much about today's lesson.
Really? That's funny, because drinking coffee every morning is one of your habits. And actually, that's exactly what we're talking about today.
That's right. Today's topic is all about how to talk about habits in English. This is such an important topic because we talk about habits almost every day.
Exactly. We talk about our morning habits, study habits, eating habits, exercise habits, and even bad habits. So if you can talk about habits naturally, your English conversations will sound much more real and confident.
And don't worry if this topic sounds difficult. We're going to explain everything step by step in a very simple way.
By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to describe your daily routines, talk about good and bad habits, ask other people about their habits, and sound more natural in everyday English conversations.
We'll also share useful expressions that native English speakers use all the time. Some of them are casual, some are polite, and some are very common in daily conversations.
Oh, yes. And we're also going to practice together. So please don't just listen quietly. Try to speak out loud with us.
That's the best way to improve your English speaking skills. And we have a question for you already. What's one habit you do every single day?
Maybe you wake up early, drink tea, study English, or check your phone too much.
I think many people check their phones too much these days.
I agree. Write your answer in the comments because we'd love to read about your daily habits.
And before we continue, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Simple English Talks, and share this lesson with your friends who are learning English.
All right, let's get comfortable and start learning how to talk about habits in English naturally and confidently.
Let's begin with the basics and make this topic super easy together.
All right, let's start with the basic structure for talking about habits in English. Usually we use the present simple tense.
Yes, the structure is very simple. Subject plus base verb plus extra information.
For example, I drink coffee every morning, or she studies English at night.
Here are a few more examples. We go for a walk after dinner. My brother watches TV before bed. They exercise every weekend.
Notice that these sentences describe repeated actions. Habits are things we do regularly.
Exactly. If something happens again and again, we usually use the present simple.
I have a habit of checking my emails too early in the morning. Honestly, sometimes I check them before breakfast.
Wow, that sounds stressful. I have the opposite habit. I usually avoid emails until after breakfast.
That's probably healthier.
Maybe. Listeners, what about you? Do you check your phone first thing in the morning?
Say your answer out loud. Yes, I do, or no, I don't. Practice speaking whenever you can.
Another useful thing is frequency words. These help us explain how often we do something.
Right. Common frequency words are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
Listen carefully to these examples. I always brush my teeth before bed. She usually drinks tea in the afternoon. We sometimes eat out on Fridays. He never wakes up early.
These little words are extremely useful in conversation.
And remember, frequency words usually come before the main verb.
Like, I always study at night. Not, I study always at night.
Exactly. That's a very common mistake.
Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I usually wake up early.
I sometimes forget my keys.
I never skip breakfast.
Great job. Keep practicing with your own examples.
Another useful phrase is, I'm used to. This means something feels normal because you do it regularly.
For example, I'm used to drinking tea every evening. Or, she's used to studying late at night.
This phrase is very natural in everyday English.
Now, let's talk about negative habits, or things you don't usually do.
For negative sentences, we use don't or doesn't.
Like, I don't exercise every day. Or, he doesn't cook very often.
Very simple, right? Let's compare positive and negative examples. I usually read before bed, but I don't usually watch TV before bed.
Here's another one. She often drinks coffee, but she doesn't often drink soda.
Listeners, can you make your own sentence now?
Try saying one positive habit and one negative habit.
For example, I always clean my room, but I don't cook very often.
Perfect. And don't worry about mistakes. The important thing is practice.
You know, one funny habit I have is talking to myself while cooking.
Really?
Yes, sometimes I say things like, okay, now we add the onions.
That's actually kind of cute.
Thank you. What's one strange habit you have?
I always double-check the door before leaving home, even if I already checked it once.
I think many people do that.
Listeners, tell us one funny or strange habit you have. We'd love to read your comments.
Before we move on, let's quickly review. We use the present simple for habits, frequency words help describe how often, and negative forms use don't or doesn't.
Great. Now let's build on this and learn more natural ways to talk about habits in real conversations.
Let's move to the next section and make your English sound even more natural.
Now that we know the basics, let's talk about habits in more detail and in different situations.
Yes, because in real life, we don't always say simple sentences like, I study every day. Sometimes we explain habits more naturally.
One common way is using phrases like, I tend to, I usually end up with, or I have a habit of.
For example, I tend to stay up late on weekends. That sounds very natural. Or, I have a habit of drinking water before bed. Here's another one. I usually end up watching videos before sleeping.
That's a dangerous habit.
Oh yes, you plan to sleep early, but suddenly it's midnight.
Very true.
Another useful thing is talking about changing habits.
Right. People love talking about habits they want to improve.
For example, I'm trying to wake up earlier. Or, I'm trying to stop eating junk food.
Notice we use trying to when we're making an effort.
And this is very common in conversation because many habits are difficult to change.
Let's imagine a real-life situation. Maybe your friend wants to exercise more.
You could ask, are you trying to exercise regularly?
And the answer could be, yes, I'm trying to go to the gym 3 times a week.
That sounds natural and realistic.
We can also ask about other people's habits.
Simple questions work best. Do you usually cook at home? How often do you study English? What time do you normally wake up?
These questions are excellent for small talk and friendly conversations.
And they help you connect with people.
Let's do a short dialogue example.
Okay.
Do you usually exercise in the morning?
Not really. I usually exercise after work because I'm too sleepy in the morning.
Ah, I see. I tend to exercise before breakfast.
Wow, that's impressive.
See? Very natural.
Another important thing is formal and informal language.
In casual conversation, people often say things like, I'm kind of addicted to coffee, or I'm really into morning walks lately.
But in more formal situations, people may say, I usually drink coffee every morning, or I enjoy walking in the morning.
So your language changes depending on the situation.
Exactly.
Here's a quick practice activity. Listeners, think about one good habit and one bad habit.
Now try to explain them using I tend to or I'm trying to.
For example,
I tend to snack late at night, but I'm trying to eat healthier.
Great example.
Here are 3 important tips.
First, keep your sentences simple.
Second, use frequency words naturally.
Third, practice talking about real habits from your own life.
That's very important. Personal examples are easier to remember.
I agree. When I started learning another language, I practiced by describing my own routines every day.
That's actually a fantastic idea.
Listeners, try this tonight. Describe your evening routine in English.
You can even write it in the comments for practice.
Another useful expression is I can't help.
Oh yes, for habits that feel automatic.
I can't help checking my phone every few minutes.
Or I can't help singing in the shower.
Or I can't help singing in the shower.
That one is definitely you.
Maybe.
Before we finish this section, let's review the key ideas.
We learned how to talk about habits naturally, using phrases like I tend to, I'm trying to, and I have a habit of.
We also practiced asking questions about habits and learned the difference between formal and informal expressions.
Excellent work so far, everyone.
Let's continue and learn even more ways to talk about habits naturally.
Here are 3 important tips.
First, keep your sentences simple.
Second, use frequency words naturally.